All right, guys, welcome to another week of Sharky Does Sports. Today, we kind of have a new lineup because the people are getting frustrated. We keep having the same exact people. So today,
I wouldn't say it's frustrating. I think they're just frustrated with one person.
Well, who's that? Who would that be?
We've got to let them know who we got first.
Well, we've made one change this week, and I think it's a good substitution.
The best change, I think, in 2021.
It's a good change. Today we have star player.
Hello, guys. Hello.
We've got Sugar Sean.
What's up, guys?
And we've got Mr. Rory Jennings.
What's happening?
Proper Chelsea.
Far too kind. Thank you.
Go.
Yeah, honoured to be here. Thank you so much.
Do you know what it was? When the camera panned to this side, they were probably hoping I wasn't here.
Yeah.
And hoping that like Ilyas was here with Rory or Levi was here with Rory.
100%. They were hoping it wasn't Sean. But yeah, Sean will never leave, guys.
Have you been getting a bit of stick?
Oh, they hate me in the comments.
He's Marmite. They either
Marmite.
love him or they can't stand it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on the love side. So I'm delighted to be. I'm
good.
delighted
At least I got one fan.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
You got a few. But yeah, today Rory's come back. We've got a few stuff to talk about. But first we're going to talk about. That's Bruno Fernandes' penalty.
Oh, is that what it was? It just landed. It's just landed.
I really thought, what on earth has CBK done on the pod?
Yeah, that was a bit aggressive.
Star player was absolutely.
Bro, I was
Is that scripted or wow?
Yeah, I'm like, he's lost his mind. Like, we're
I
filming.
didn't understand where it was going to go. So I was like, where is this? Because Sharky wasn't reacting at all.
We planned that. We threw a bit too high.
He absolutely aimed right for the head.
More of a loft rather than a direct. Yeah.
Like, my heart is racing because I'm thinking, I'm just pure focus on this side. And I just feel something. I'm like, what is going on?
I was worried about the two screens in the back.
Yeah, I sort of think,
like,
come on.
Jesus.
It's like, I don't know how this ends now. I don't know what to do.
He made a right mess of it. But yeah, we got. But Bruno Fernandes' penalty just landed right here. And that's what we're going to start off with.
Yep.
Man United versus, was it, who they playing? Aston Villa?
Villa.
Aston Villa. 93rd minute, Bruno, penalty comes. Who won the penalty? Do you guys remember? Who had the Chelsea game?
It was a handball.
It was a handball. Corny House, who scored the goal. Yeah.
It was a handball. United win the penalty.
Yeah. I
Ronaldo's
mean,
on the pitch.
It wasn't an amazing thing, an amazing way for them to lose. I know. You couldn't, in terms of like what you would script for Manchester United, they concede a late goal, they miss an even later penalty. I mean, that's the stuff dreams are made of.
You know what's even funnier? It was, I think Ole was having a go prior to the game or whatever to Klopp about penalties because apparently Klopp was going on about Man United always get pens and he's like, we never get penalties and stuff like that.
Yeah. And they always get a penalty against Villa as well. I saw a ridiculous stat about specifically Villa. Basically every time they played them, they get. I was talking to an Aston Villa fan at work who went, how you feeling about the game? He went, well, we might as well talk about the penalty that Man United are going to get now before the game. And it actually happened. Yeah, but the miss, man.
Yeah, they got the penalty. Well, let's talk about Bruno's on the pitch. Ronaldo's on the pitch. I mean, we spoke about us three last time. We were like, if United get their first penalty, who's going to take it? And
I was
you two were adamant that Ronaldo would take it.
I was more leaning on Ronaldo.
I'd have agreed with you. But prior to it happening, I should actually make myself look really intelligent here.
Yeah.
No way. No way. Fernandes was always going to say that. I always knew that.
But what do we think about that decision? Bruno took it. Do you think? I think if he's a penalty taker, he's got to take it.
It's a tricky one though, isn't it? It's because Bruno's been there at Man United for the last season, taking a lot of penalties.
Star man.
So for him to take a lot of penalties and to convert near enough all of them, he should always. It was always that sense that if he misses one of the early ones, then Ronaldo might then start to come in and start taking them. It's just that excuse to then miss one, give it to someone else.
But do you think in that moment, 93rd minute, they're losing at home, they need the point?
Yeah, but
Ronaldo should take it.
He's been as consistent for them for Man United as anything for taking penalties.
It's so difficult, man. Because you know what? Normal service. If you're doing like normal service at any club, the penalty taker takes a penalty.
100%.
There's no debate about that.
Chelsea, Jorginho's taking it.
There's no debate.
Yeah.
However, there's an exception to every rule, right? Cristiano Ronaldo is the exception.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that it's necessarily correct that Ronaldo takes it, but any other player, it's nobody. Is there any other player? It's not a conversation. Any other player, it's Bruno Fernandes. But the fact that Ronaldo stood there, I don't know. Maybe
I didn't watch the game. I watched the highlights, but I don't remember. You know, as soon as the penalty incident happened,
did Bruno pick
up the ball?
I don't know. I heard something about
very
Ronaldo.
funny with the keeper. Did you see what Martinez was doing?
He was trying to tell Ronaldo to take it.
He was telling Fernandes to let Ronaldo take it.
Yeah, he was.
Which I thought was like, it's very clever, in terms of like getting in somebody's head.
Yeah.
it must be really demoralising if the keeper who's about to face the penalty, about to have to try and save it, goes, you shouldn't take this. You're not good. He should take it. You're not good enough to take this. He needs to take it.
It kind of baited him into being angry.
Exactly.
And that's how he took the penalty. When's the last time he's ever taken a penalty like that?
And the way he struck that ball, he doesn't usually take a penalty like
Never.
that.
He always does the Jorginho run up.
Yeah, the clever penalty rather than the blaze.
So maybe he got into his head.
Emmy Martinez is good at that. We've seen him do that just this summer in the Copa America against Colombia.
Yeah.
Rattled the Colombia
every single penalty, he was getting into the head, trying to say something and all that stuff. So he's got that. And you see the little dance he did at the end.
At the end when he's facing the van at the Stretford end as well.
It's just unheard of normally Man United get not taking advantage of a position like that in the game where they've been bailed out with a point.
Yeah.
And that's
especially
what
against Villa. Have you seen the record against Villa? I think they beat him in 2009. But apart from 2009, that's the one thing. The last time they beat him before that was, do you remember that famous quote from Alan Hansen? You don't win anything with kids. Think how long ago that was. That was 95.
That's the last time
they won, apart from one blip in 2009. So
really
Aston Villa, man, it's their bogey team.
It really is their bogey team. Home and away.
Yeah, they can't get a result. So it really is significant, massive for Courtney House, man. I'm buzzing for him.
Yeah, exactly, because obviously he gave away the penalty, so it could have ruined his day.
I think he went into Thingy's face as well, afterwards. Bruno Fernandes' face,
yeah.
He didn't do no Martin Keown celebrated, but he went into his face. I think another player went into his face laughing, and then Courtney House just looked at him saying,
"Really?
Yeah."
Was that the first time they played a 5 at the back this season? No,
I feel like they have.
Because they played House, Mings, and Konsa.
I don't even remember seeing Courtney House play.
I haven't seen.
I remember Tuanzebe had, but obviously he was on loan from Man United, so
everyone's playing this Chelsea system now.
Yeah, it's definitely become popular. I know that Courtney House we played Villa. We've played Villa twice this season. We've knocked them out of the cup after a draw. And when we played them in the league, they were fantastic. We battered them. We beat them 3-0. But sometimes when you play someone, you beat them 3-0. It's like no idea how that happened because they were worthy of a draw.
Yeah, it didn't feel like a 3-0 win against Villa.
No, they were great, weren't they? They were really good side, man.
But then I don't blame you guys in the sense of because the lineup you put up is not like your go-to lineup. I think that was the time when Thiago Silva played his first game. Then you had.
I love how we're gearing this to Chelsea suddenly. We're not talking about Chelsea.
Yeah, no. But no, do you know what I did? That was me, and I've got to naturally do that. You've got to keep me on track. You're going to have to do that. That's it. It's going to be your responsibility. So probably no more talking about Chelsea. No more talking about 90s football.
We'll get to Chelsea.
Yeah, but you're right because the reason I brought them up was to just acknowledge how good Villa were wicked against us twice.
Yeah. But going back to the whole Bruno Fernandes incident, afterwards he posted on Twitter a whole statement.
2 essays again.
He's
like our favourite commentator.
Yeah, man. Sean has a quote. It says, "So many essays, you think he's a Mexican brother."
Yeah, so many essays. It's crazy.
But why? Like, what's this new theme of footballers?
Even afterwards, I think after a day or two, Man United posted a Bruno Fernandes, not tribute, but don't worry, you're with us.
Everyone responded to it. What do you think about him releasing a statement for missing a penalty?
Mate, you don't need to do that. It's missing a penalty. It's football. What are you doing? Just crack on with the next game.
I don't understand.
There's obviously, like you said, there's sometimes I understand Saka coming out and missing a big penalty in the Euro final. Obviously, that means something. But this is just a random fixture,
regular fixture.
Just get on with it.
It's like you said.
Do you know? I saw a reply. So when I clicked on it, there's an awful lot of words to read. And there was a reply that just suited me perfectly. I'm not really into memes and all that. I usually think they're generally not that funny and for idiots. But there was this reply, and it basically said something like, it was a picture of a meme that said, "No way am I reading all that. Great news, bad news. Either way, I'm with you, bro. I hope it works out." And it's just basically said, "I can't read all that."
Yeah.
And here are all of the possible replies to what it could be.
I'm not reading that. Pickle.
And that's kind of what I did.
Yeah.
I was like, I got the intention, I got what he was doing, but I don't quite understand why. Because the thing that you do, when you make it this huge event, ultimately, Bruno Fernandes and Manchester United want to put this to bed. It's a bad day at the office. They want to roll on to their games in Europe. They're amplifying it. Yeah. They're lending it traction. They're putting heat under it to make it an issue. I can't quite understand the methodology behind it.
They've lost the last 3 games as well.
Mate, they were 3 out of the last 4 games, isn't it? I mean, it's an amazing track record for Man United at the moment. And it they've got some difficult fixtures coming up. They've got to win in Europe.
Yeah, I was going to say, even in the Premier League, I don't think they've faced anyone big yet.
They haven't really.
Think about it, because you guys have played Spurs, Liverpool and us.
Yeah.
We've played Man City, you guys and Spurs.
Yeah.
I don't remember a big fixture.
They played Leeds, Southampton, West Ham, Aston Villa.
They got some serious fixtures coming up though.
And Wolves.
Their next sort of dozen fixtures are terrible.
Yeah, it's got to be
terrible.
It's got to be.
Fans are already frustrated at Oli already, so it's going to be a big turning point.
But that's
now.
what I don't know. It's like I've always said that I can't trust Oli.
No.
He's a player manager more than a tactical man.
Gary said it himself as well after the game. It's just there's no identity to the way that Man United play. There's no style of play. There's nothing really there. So it's Oli's next 4 or 5 fixtures are going to be massive for him. Whether or not
we'll see what happens. But listen, next game, United get a penalty. Bruno Fernandes and Ronaldo both on the pitch. Who's taking it?
Oh, Ronaldo.
Ronnie.
Who's taking it?
I agree. I think bang on.
Especially if it's a pressure penalty as well. Say it's a pressure penalty. Drawing 1-1, it's a last minute penalty.
I generally think not even Bruno looking at it, but I think just Ronaldo's presence, he's gonna know I've missed my last one. There's no chance they're gonna let me take the second one. Even though without them even saying words of like Bruno could literally pick the ball up and take it, but I feel like just with Ronaldo behind him, he's gonna be like, there's no point. Let me just give it to him.
It's like Bruno's tweet was like an apology to Ronaldo. It's like, I'm sorry, Ronaldo, that I've missed this penalty. I've got so much responsibility
it's
on my
those
back.
fellas who cheat on their missus and put it on Twitter, their apology on Twitter. Like, just text her. Just tell her. What are you doing?
Like, Jesus, man. Like, it's not that deep. So, like, that's what I mean. The tweet was like as if it's a sorry to Ronaldo. Like you said about how everyone didn't have desserts after the game.
Yeah. That was funny.
Do you know what I mean? It's like...
Luke Shaw's sitting there hungry, man. Just
everyone's just accommodating for Ronaldo at this point. But, I think Ronaldo will take the next one. Yeah. It's like when we spoke about the Jorginho Lukaku, it's not as like it is like Rory said, the status of Ronaldo, innit? It's just Jorginho's our penalty taker. It will probably stay like that, even though Lukaku took him at Inter. But Ronaldo, he's a main penalty taker anyway, and he's Mr. United anyway, so I guess he'll be taking them from now on.
He's Mr. Football, so that's the big thing. It's just one of the best footballers of all time.
Yeah.